Morning guys, this is AJ Crowley and I'm playing Seanua's Sacrifice on the Xbox. This is the third session playing this game, which I have tried to play before, but didn't get particularly far in before I ended up doing something else. Seanua's not doing particularly well because she met Hella last session and got battered. The hell is that? Okay, some glowing thing. Arbitrary boundary, which you can't climb over. Oh, it's gone now.
Go towards it. Quick, go, run. Come on, before he disappears. Go, go, go. Ow.
Well, he's already disappeared. I think it's fair to say we're not doing particularly well here.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bell made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
You're getting stronger. You're getting stronger.
I believe you're trying to get in there. I mean, this is Helheim, so we're trying to get in there to save her boyfriend, who's apparently dead. So, not quite sure what we're expecting to do there. Keep an eye out for nooks and crannies where there might be things to collect. Well, things to collect. There's lore stones, and annoyingly, I've already missed one of those. Okay, we know. I think that's where we need to go, but I'm going to go down here just in case there's a lore stone we can collect.
Seanua, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted, like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away. Because the whole ocean is your home. It does not ask you to swim against it.
wasn't a law stone, but I think we needed to come in here. We seem to be doing better-ish.
There he was, the lone figure of a boy. Sword play under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing, and the world danced with him. The gloom lifted, and for the first time in years she felt
He's there, under the tree.
a ray of hope.
You can see him. Come on, you have to keep
Dillian was
going.
waiting. Keep going.
Ooh, is that a runestone? That's a runestone.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Annoyingly, the red S rune on there is the one I've missed. I'm really annoyed because I can't really go back for it. I know we need to get up there, so I'll skirt around that, just have a look around first. Oh, and there's another runestone. Or stone, whatever.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
Oh, right, apparently we've got to find the next runestone to find out the end of that story. Chances are we might be coming back here anyway to find runes to get us in the door that I think we've got to deal with. Okay, that gets us back there. This is quite a long Odin section.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister touches him. One that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
You can't even fight. It's just deception.
Oh, hello.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
Well, this is going to go down quickly, isn't it?
What's your name?
Seanua.
Never seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are. But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Seanua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
They won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up!
Oop, sorry. Phone call.
By the tree. Can you see him?
You want to believe it,
Is
but
he
it's not
there?
real.
Is he there?
You're alone in these mountains.
Is that Delia? Nothing lives here.
You might
Survive.
Okay.
in by the tree.
Should be something. Oh,
By the tree.
What's he trying to tell you?
He's waiting for you by the tree.
I wonder if I've gone too far here and I should have taken that. Sorted that door out that was back the other direction, but I wonder whether we'd have been pushed back here anyway. Oh, there's a law stone there. Let's get that.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Okay, these all seem to be not usable in any kind of way, so I'm guessing we've got to go to the tree and then we'll have something to do right here.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Seanua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.
Oh, that's all groovy, isn't it? Marvellous. Okay, so I'm looking around for the last law stone for this little story, but okay. So okay, I'm a bit lost now, unless this is because we fucked up and we should have gone and done the stuff way back there. Oh, right. Well, this is aggravating. I think we've got to go all the way back. Do that door. I have a feeling that we've skipped a bit. Although what's worse is the fact you let us skip a bit. There's a ladder.
And here is the end of Sigmund's story. He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many battles. But one day, an old man came onto the battlefield. Although shadowed by a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one eye. The man raised his spear, and Sigmund struck at it with his sword, but the sword shattered into pieces. Sigmund then knew that this was Odin, and thus that victory could not be his. He bowed his head and accepted his end. Dying, he tells his wife that she is with child, and that her son will one day make a great weapon out of the fragments of his sword. The sword named Gram.
Okay. Now, hang on. What's going on now? Have we... So how the hell do we get up? Oh, no, it's that bit, did I? Okay, so is the punchline that we've got to find the bits to this sword? What? This is going to be really annoying. If I've gone all the way there and then come back. So that was useful. We got the end of that story, and at least we haven't missed any lore stones in this bit. But unless that was it, we should have gone up there to get to start the story, and then by the time we got to the end, this next bit, the tree, we'd have had the knowledge that we need. Oh, I don't know. That's really annoying. Bit of an audio glitch. Okay, so let's try this bit again. I guess this time it doesn't give us the flashback. Right, so right, there's nothing we can do at that point. Okay. Grab that lore stone. All these are blank, so there's anything to be gained, but this one's even well. Yeah, it's got a bit of a circle. It's got to be something to do with the tree, but what? God, there's a fucking sword in it. Oh, for God's sake.
Take it. It's coming from there. She's done something.
What's happening?
Seanua, imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Grammar. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge ground by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands, where you will face the trials.
Go to the shards. Go to the shard.
Go to the shards.
What's the shard? Find it.
It's the metal
Right.
runestones.
It's in front of you. Find it. The metal runes. You need that sword.
Let's do it in order.
The shards.
So this one's actually the first one we got to. But that makes a bit more sense.
Find it. There it is. Focus. There's the shard. Focus. Focus. Use your eyes. Look. Get closer. Can you see?
Northmen say that their Allfather, Odin, gave his eye in exchange for a drink from Mimir's well, the Well of Wisdom. In blindness, there can be wisdom. Only by giving can you receive in return.
Oh, we're asking her to...
For this reason, I give my life and pass on my stories of the Northmen to you, Seanua.
I hope we're not expecting her to gouge one of her own eyes out.
Where am I? I can't see. Who's there?
Can you hear me? I'm right here. Can't you see me?
Help me.
Breathe slow.
It's the darkness.
Stay still. Empty your thoughts. Tell me what you feel.
The breeze.
Good. Then there is a way out.
I can't tell where it comes from.
Yes, you can.
The others. The voices. They've gone.
I'm still here.
It's so quiet. So dark.
It's okay. Listen to your own breath. Feel it rise and fall. Good. Be aware of everything you hear and feel. Let your senses guide you.
When you're pointing in the right direction, the rumble effect comes in.
I can't go on. Lillian?
Find a way. I'm not leaving you here.
I think I'm somewhere else now. The breeze has gone.
Use all of your senses. Let the world speak to you. What do you hear?
I hear water.
Good.
I've reached the water.
Good. That's your way out. Follow it upstream.
I'm so sorry. I thought I left this all behind.
Don't be sorry. It's not your fault.
He was right. It's inside of me. It won't let me go.
Seanua, my father, he taught me that the hardest battles are fought in the mind, not the sword. You're no coward. You proved that to me in the moral trial. This is just another battle. You can beat it.
This isn't your bet. You don't have to help me.
I want to. Besides, you are going to be a great warrior one day. You need to be like you.
I'll do my best.
I know what you're thinking. He's not really here. It seems there's no escaping the past in this place. And so she's forced to relive it. To what end?
There's a waterfall. I can't go on this way.
Then look for another way and tell me what
There's
you
a
find.
house. I don't know what's inside.
Don't be afraid.
There's something in here.
Do you see it?
No.
Then it cannot see you. Quietly move past him, one step at a time.
Don't know where I'm meant to be going. I've got past wherever the hell that is. Shit. Fuck. I think we got past that more by luck than judgment.
I'm following.
Leave it behind. Keep moving forwards.
even know what these... I can't, I mean, you can't see fuck all, but these just very disturbing. Oh, that's wrong on a lot of levels. They sort of appear to be made out of arms and legs. This isn't fucking frightening.
I think I'm in a house. It stinks of death.
The darkness is testing you. You are in control.
Oh, crap. Shit. Balance beam. These can be really difficult. Although that was actually fairly easy.
A well. There's a well.
Don't turn back. You're getting close.
Yeah, go down the well. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Delia. Help me.
Come to me, son.
It's the fact that they kind of seem to be randomly inflating and sort of bubbling as they move, which is really, really disturbing. Crap. I don't really want to get caught by one of these things. I don't know whether that's actually going to be an option.
Is that you?
Well, I have to admit, I'm extremely surprised that I got this far.
I can see you too.
Without being consumed, eaten, whatever, by one of those, whatever the hell they were. I'm glad I didn't see those up close. I hope all these bits, these trials for the pieces of this sword aren't all as hard as this. Well, okay, disturbing as this.
Spend hours, days even, trapped within herself, in the dark.
You see me?
Yes.
Your eyes were open. You were gone.
And when it finally let her go, she could be anywhere, with no memory of how she got there.
When it comes for me, I have no power over it.
But here, for the first time, someone was there to help.
But I heard your voice. Back.
You found your own way back. All you needed was a little help. A little hope.
Okay, so we've done one.
We did it, but there's more. To keep going. There's still more. There's always more to do. It's not going to be easy. Can you do another one? It's too much. Have you got the energy? She hasn't got the energy. No. Too much to do.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Oh, this is freaking daylight. It's preferable to the darkness that we were just in. There's the tree.
What is it? What does it see? Get closer. Focus. Focus. Focus on. Where are we? What is this? It's the same. It's another world. It's lighter. It's nicer. I like it here. Can we stay? Let's stay here. It's safe here. It's calm here. It's light here. It's nice. The bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed. What happened? The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness. Swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Well, that's really annoying, because that probably means that those 4 runes that are red there are ones that we might have found in the blindness challenge that we just did. That's really irritating.
You need the runes to fight Dillion. You need Dillion.
So we need to find
He's waiting for you. He always said he would.
an F rune.
He's close. He loves you. Calling you. Dillion. Dillion, we're here. Dillion. We're nearly here. Open the gate. She can't. Open the gate. It's locked. Try harder. She can't. She can't. She can't. She will. She'll find a way. She always finds a way.
Okay. Using rooms from here. Alright, so swapped out into this world where there's no gates.
The gate is open. Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe. Dillian. There he is. There he is. What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Go through before he disappears. Dillian, don't lose him. Slip away too many times. You always let him disappear. Dillian, there he is. Quick. Where is he? Where's he gone? We're in the wrong world. He's not here. She's in the wrong world. He's not in this world. He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of color stretching away from the gloom. And Seanua explored new paths into the unknown.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Baldur, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Baldur's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Baldur's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young." Oh dear.
Seanua, you've got it.
Why isn't he here?
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world.
You're in the wrong world. You can't go up
You
there.
can't go.
Do you think
Not
he
in
remembers
this.
him?
Okay,
You
right.
can't.
Yeah, there's a lot of toing and froing in this game where you sort of go one way, unlock something and deal with something, and then you have to go back the other way. So I've opened that gate, now I've got to go back into the dark world to get back through that gate. These masks are quite cool, I like that.
Can you remember?
That's a pretty cool method.
She destroys the thing she loves. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. You're cursed.
There he is.
Where are you taking him? He's up there.
How do you get up there?
There's a way. There is a way up there. Find the way. She can do it. You're nearly there. Just find the way.
Okay, oh, that looks absolutely bonkers, isn't it?
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Baldur.
Curse cannot be.
The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, "I cannot see where Baldur stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon." Loki replies, "Here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands." And Huth throws the mistletoe at Baldur. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Baldur is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
Well, Loki being a bastard, who'd have thought it? So,
Your curse has claimed Dillian.
Poor Dillian. He didn't know. He was kind. He believed you. Look what happened. You killed him with your love because he believed in you.
Okay. So now we've got to go through that door.
You broke him. You killed him. He couldn't see the darkness within you.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
So we're looking for...
Dillian doesn't know.
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go. She was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past. And Dillian, her future. Two realities tearing at her soul.
Wasting your... You have no time for this. Speed up. These rooms mean nothing.
Okay. Room number 1.
They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you. What if these trials mean nothing? It's laughing at you. Closer to dinner.
Okay, now.
In the way. What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle?
It's interesting. I'm guessing I can't deal with this from this side, right?
Do you remember what it was to touch him? Remember, Dillian? What do you remember? Do you remember the sound of wasting your time just delaying minute by minute by minute? What does she think she's doing?
So I've still got one left to do.
Special.
I can get through that door.
They mean nothing. Being special. A waste of time. It could all be a waste of her time. What if the gods are just toying, playing? What if the gods are laughing? Messing with her. It wouldn't be this. Be the first time. He was the only one she could trust. Could she trust him?
It seems in the light world we can get around to here and read this runestone.
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Baldur was never my friend, she says. Let Hel keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Okay. Oh, trap. There's a... There's a chain on that door.
We saw that she was strong.
Oh, doll. Oh no, we've got to be the other side. Yeah, that's the thing.
Do you know? Was it worth it? You're still alive and Dillian's dead. Does he deserve to be dead? How does that make you feel?
Okay, so because we went into the light world and opened that door, we can get through here.
You have no chance for love now.
Nobody will love you again.
Ever again. You can.
So now we've done that, we can go back into the light world through the mask.
He saw who she could be.
He saw who she really was.
He saw the warrior within. What if this is pointless?
What are you doing? Why did you think you could make this work? You keep seeing
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Baldur's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down, and turned these bonds to iron, and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face, so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes.
Well, it's a
reminder,
theory.
perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
He cared in a way that nobody else did.
Okay. Oh no. Oh, that's a long balance beam.
Dillian!
Very, very careful.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Sinbal. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see. And he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes. Slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
You're going to fall. Careful.
No, she's not. She's not going to fall. She's strong. She's steady. She can do it. You can do it, Seanua. There he is.
Fucking hell.
Go to him. Go to him.
That's it.
Quicker.
It's your fault. He's disappeared.
Well, we completed that one. So that's 2 challenges.
Your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. So we fix them by taking away their sight. But you give up the beautiful world. You, only you can see just to be rid of your nightmares. Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
Well, at the end of this game,
Why else to protect you from my darkness? Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong? What if this is nothing to do with
well,
us?
I'll tell you what, the scripting on this is very good.
What if this is the end?
So that's 2 down.
It's just a pointless test. You've been fooled before, you could be fooled again.
I know what, 2 or 3 to go.
It's just their game for you. You never know which way it's going to go.
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older. And where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Where are we? I don't like it. This place feels...
What is this place?
This place feels... It's... creepy. It feels wrong. It feels strange. Where is it? Where are we? Turn back. This is wrong. This has to be wrong. There he is. There he is.
The light.
Go towards it.
He's in the house. He's
Find-
going in.
He's disappearing.
Follow him.
Don't let him disappear.
The air.
Where's it gone? Keep going.
How do you find it? It's just a trial.
It's just another test.
You just have to solve it, and then you will find him.
Then you will succeed.
He's so close.
Just one little test to do.
You can almost reach him.
You can almost see him.
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me.
Don't bet on it. And I kind of think that's a dangerous thing to rely on in this game.
The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it? No. Don't worry. Not everyone can. It was a warm spring day when she went to the river with Dillian and the others. To the water. She could taste the rot. But no one else could. She knew something was wrong. Something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like them.
It's a Valraffen vision gate. Looking out for lore stones, just in case Druth's got some more stuff to tell me. Don't look like any though.
Now you have to find him. Quick, get to the house.
Up the tower.
The tower. How do you get to the tower? Find a way. The ladder is broken. How do you get up the tower? Senua, find a way.
Dillian will disappear soon. Find a way.
It's all up to you.
It's another test.
Don't fail.
The light is still glowing, but soon it will go out.
You haven't failed yet. You mustn't fail.
Okay, hang on. Okay, so it looks like there's only one way we can go. Oh, we've got a lore stone.
The Northmen speak of a death moon, a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farm hands, and then the farmer and 6 of his men drowned at sea. But that is not the end of it, because the dead return to haunt the living. If you see the death moon, then beware, because there will be death in that house.
That's it.
You did it. She did it.
It's not done yet.
Just a small piece of the puzzle.
Right.
Found a way.
This gives me a bad ache trying to do all these.
You can see it. A line to the truth. The bridge.
She did it. She fixed it.
You passed the trial. Get to the house.
You succeeded.
It's really nice the way the game, uses these perspective tricks. They really are quite cool. Oh, well, what was that? Oh, it's just a camera angle looking at the vision pool. Whew, okay. I'm guessing this is not going to be the end of this trial, though. That would be massively surprising. I might keep an eye out for Druth's last little stone on this level.
Come to me. Where are you?
I'm here. I'm right here.
Are you in there? Come out if you are.
Where is he? Find him. You have to find him. The runes. Focus on the runes. Focus the runes.
There was a Northman called Grettir. Big, red-haired, immensely strong. But he was afraid of the dark. It happened one night that an undead creature came to his house to drag him outside into darkness and kill him. He resisted with every ounce of his strength. He clung to the doorframe, but it gave way, and they spilled out of the house, and the monster fell back, and the moon shone down on its ghastly face. Grettir, terrified, cuts off its head, but is cursed forever. From that moment on, wherever he was, he would see those hideous eyes staring back at him. Sometimes we allow our own fear to haunt us to our grave.
Okay.
Dillian! They're coming for me!
You can hear Dillian. It's Dillian. Go to him. Go to him. He's trying to save you.
Oh, bloody hell, this is going to be really fucking difficult.
It's your last. It's your last. Your last. Your last.
Shit. Oh. Rats. Okay, right, so note to self, don't go back that way.
There it is. It's close. It's close. Move away. Seanua, move away. Run! Run now! Run! It's not safe here. Run! Seanua, you don't even have your sword.
What should I do?
Okay, we've got something.
It's Dillian. Find the creature. It's Dillian. Where are we? It's not safe. I feel unsafe. Where is it?
Shit.
You're dying. You're lost. You're dying. This is what death feels like.
Okay, we appear to be being chased by something. I didn't want to go that way. Didn't want to go that way. Fuck. Fuck, what are you...
The light. Go towards it. Focus. 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 Look.
Come on. Come on, you bastard thing. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Ow. Oh, crap. Well, that's not fair. Unfortunately, there is this sort of basic concept that if we die so many times, we'll it'll reset the save.
It's close. It's close. Move away. Seanua, move away. You'll let it see it. It is. Go towards it. Run. To find one more. One more.
Oh, oh, or at least okay.
Find the other symbol. You're lost.
Run! Run now! I can't find you!
You don't even have your sword. You came through the wrong door. How are you going to find it? Where's your sword? To defend yourself. What is that creature? You can't. It's Dillian. Find the creature. Where's Dillian? Where are we? It's not safe. I feel unsafe. Where is it? I'm not safe. You're dying. You've got them. You have them. Where's the door? To find a way out. Yes. Run. Look at you.
Shit. Fuck. Shit, not that one. Bollocks. shit. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Socks. Ah. Oh, there we are. Fucking hell. Jesus. Big mood, love. Big mood. Jesus.
Seanua! Seanua! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. That doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
Killing you would be too easy. They're taking your memories to torture you. They're taking you from the inside. You're disappearing one memory at a time. Every time you remember, it disappears. They're going to take everything. They're not yours anymore. They're going to take everything you have. The memories of ghosts. They belong to the gods, not to you. They're eating you from the inside. They want to kill your soul. They want to crush it. I think they want your body. They want your soul. They want your mind, and they're going to take it. The memories were yours, but they're the gods now. Nothing is yours anymore.
Okay, let's see if we can get the next challenge done in 20 minutes.
Forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she? It feels wrong.
Where are we now?
Oh, well, at least it's daylight. I like daylight.
Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes, and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
Oh.
Seanua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Herva, the daughter of a berserker, born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
So actually that's not so bad, because that means those 4 rooms at the bottom, which I thought I'd missed, I haven't missed. They weren't in the blindness challenge, they're actually in this challenge. So we're going to get those, unless the ones at the top left were out of that challenge. I hope not. It's still annoying that I can't go back for that one missing room. Oh, that's really annoying. Dang it. I think we've got to go into the burial mound, but you know what? I'm not going to go straight to the burial mound, just in case there's any of those law stones around this side. Nope, there isn't. Okay, into the burial mound we go then. Joy of joys. Like I say, see if we can finish this in the next 16 minutes, so I can do the day job.
Go in. You have to go in. Take the torch. It's too dark. Take it. This will help you. Careful. You have to be able to see.
Who's there?
Oh, poo.
Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember? I'll find him.
What was that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? Is that his voice or the voice is dead? Not Dillian. Dillian's calling to you. Can you hear him? Where is he? He sounds like he's getting further away.
Okay.
You're going the wrong way.
Oh, shh.
Have you lost him? Where are you? Turn left. Turn right. Over this way. What was that? This way. Follow this way.
I mean, the voices can be annoying at the best of times, but now they're deliberately winding you up.
There he is. There he is. Dillian, there he is. Finally. You found him.
What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me? Just wait there. I'll find you.
Okay, so it turns out I had actually gone the right way in the first place.
You have to use everything you have and find him. Get him back. He was just there. How could you lose him? How could she lose him? How could she? Find him.
I kind of like that. Okay, so this is quite clearly set up to be a maze.
Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
See, I don't want to miss any of the law stones on this bit, so I'm going to try and sort of...
You don't know what they might do. Turn back. She has to keep going. It's not safe here. She has to keep going. If you go down there, no one can save you. It's too scary.
Within the burial mound, Hervor calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
Find another way. It's not working.
You have to use your mind. Where can you go?
You're failing. Find another way. Think. Focus.
Use your mind.
You don't recognize it. Don't doubt yourself. You'll never find it.
She doesn't recognize it.
Yes, you do. You know it.
She doesn't.
Listen for his voice. Listen.
Dillian, where are
Listen
you?
for his voice.
Dillian, she can't hear.
Does everything look the same?
Looks the same.
Something's different. Look for clues.
What is it?
What's different?
There's a clue.
Light the torch. Light it. Look for the torch. Light it.
Yeah, in other words, go for the torches that aren't lit. That's fine.
We told you. We told you it was a trick.
But on the other hand, I don't want to miss the law stones. I've already missed one, I don't want to miss the others.
Where are we?
She has no idea.
We're going round in circles.
You have fallen in.
You think that sound is Dillian's voice? It's a trick.
It's the same.
Something's different. Look for clues.
What is it?
What's different?
There's a clue.
That voice doesn't sound like Dillian
What's
anymore.
happening? It's not him. It can't be.
What's that sound? The voice is changing.
That's not Dillian.
That doesn't sound.
Hervor ignores her father's words. The grave mound opens, and it seems to be full of fire. Again, Hervor demands her inheritance, but her father warns her the sword is cursed and would be the bane of her family. But he relents and brings her the sword. She leaves the island with it, but the curse holds true, and death would follow in the years to come. And so, Seanua, the misdeeds of a father have cursed his daughter.
You're too
Okay,
close.
so I think we found all the law stones on this bit anyway. So all we've got to do now is just get to the end. Oh, you sod. Hang on. I don't remember this bit. Okay, cool.
Quiet. He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him. That voice. It's not Dillian.
Okay. So this is getting weird.
Dillian wants me to face my fears.
Hey! We finished the challenge. Awesome.
Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chieftain's son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal?
Yes.
That voice sounds extremely familiar.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No!
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
Okay, maybe not then.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come. Seanua.
I am leaving!
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Right, so
You've done it. You did it. The warrior trials. You need that sword. Go get the sword. You did it for the sword. You have to get the sword.
With grammar reforged, you will have Odin's blessing to walk, a goddess, into the halls of Helheim and challenge Hela as an equal.
So Dillian was helping me. And the sword will lead me to him. Like when we first met.
well, it's a option, I suppose.
Dillian gave her the strength to pass the warrior trials, and she's on her way out. To leave her past behind and become a warrior in Dillian's clan.
Go back. It's not safe.
The sword is tainted by the gods of darkness. Leave it.
He left it here. He wants me to take it.
You will pay a price for this.
Probably.
But years later, with Zinbal's parting words still haunting her, the darkness came back with a vengeance. A plague.
Dillian?
Everyone suffered.
My father was not supposed to die like this.
Do you see it clearly now, Seanua? The suffering you've caused.
This is your fault. You brought this plague to us. You have blood on your hands.
Okay, well, thankfully we've got a checkpoint.
They're coming for you now.
They're coming.
They're coming to get
Hold
you.
your heavy strike. Hold it. Hold the heavy strike. Hold your heavy strike.
Unleash the sword.
I'm going to leave it there because I have to do the day job. But I'm glad I've got through those shard trials. That's pretty cool. So I think we're probably going to finish in the next session, I think. So that was Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice on the Xbox Game Pass. You might be watching this on twitch.tv/AJ Crowley, mixer.com/AJ Crowley, or the video or the live stream on Frustratotron on YouTube. Whatever happens, go to the Frustratotron.com website, follow the links, give me a subscribe, give me a follow, watch the playlists, send me an email, send me a comment, send me anything, and I will check you out on the next video where hopefully we'll finish off Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.